Hi Gemini, Joe from Angels and Ancestors. Lovelies, this is your WTF September reading. I know you did get an August reading, but you didn't get a late reading because I really wasn't feeling it. I was getting myself into a bit of a muddle and Spirit told me clearly, leave it alone. Leave it alone, just go to your September readings. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing the September readings. I'm feeling better for it. I was really feeling Mercury in retrograde because I was doing readings and they had no sound. I was doing readings, they had no pictures. I was doing readings and there was hissing all the way through. It was just ridiculous at the end of the day. So yeah, it just got to the point where I was like, oh hell no, I'm going to give this up if it's not careful. I'm just going to jack it in altogether. So that's where I got with Mercury retrograde. It's coming to a close. Thank goodness. We're out of the worst part of it. I'm reading this 2 days before it goes direct. And then we've got a little bit of shadow to play with. And then it goes direct. I think it's direct for the rest of the year. But we've still got Saturn in retrograde, which makes us look at all of our relationships. Doesn't matter if they're personal or professional, we have to look at our relationships, but particularly our own relationship with ourselves, which also affects other people. So just be aware of that. And that's around until the 15th of November. I haven't really looked at an awful lot of what is happening in September because I was just feeling so overwhelmed by this retrograde. So I do apologise about that. Let's get on with your reading. So we've got 2 decks here at the moment. This is the Lammas deck from the Seasons of the Witch. Beautiful little deck. The reason I'm using it is because I was supposed to be using it for the latter part of August and I didn't get to use it for that. So I'm going to use it for the September readings. Basically, just because they're really pretty. Fantastic energy cards. And this is to do with the harvest, and I know the harvest is now in and they're resetting the fields and everything, but it's still quite relevant right up until the end of September. Now this deck is the law of positivism, and I can only say it like that because if I try to say it properly I slip over my own teeth. This beautiful deck is designed and created by a young Kurdish woman, and she's used the Kurdish beliefs. This is the Kurdish sun symbol, which is really important to them. Go and have a look at the video that she's put together on the advert on Amazon. It's absolutely beautiful the way she describes it. There is 5 different colours in the deck that covers different things, and it's very similar to what I say to people, and that is it could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sensual. So very similar. Love the idea of it. So I got hold of a deck to see how it would work. So we're just giving you 2 cards for your energy for this month, and that's 1 from this deck and 1 from this deck. Can I have an energy card for Gemini, please, for September? And then we're going to take 1 card from this deck as well. Thank you. Wearing my glasses. Thought I was going to have to run into the living room for a minute, but I have got them. So with the energy cards from the Lammas deck, you've got Cemetery. A call in courage to embrace death as part of life's journey, to welcome new beginnings that bring growth and evolution. Now, obviously, death can mean death. It can mean the end of something, the end of somebody. But it is also a transition card. Now, this is a number 4, which surprises me. Because it can be death of old self, birth of new self, death of old job, birth of new job. death of old career or old ideas, old ways of being, new ways of being, all of that sort of stuff is transitional. And it could be that it's a 4 because you're approaching it with a little bit of trepidation. Don't. You know, you need to celebrate death as much as you celebrate life. And, you know, in the Western world, we kind of miss the point of that somebody who has died is moving on. They're moving past this life into another life. And even if you don't believe in an afterlife, you should believe in the fact that person has got no more pain, no more worries, you know, whatever was causing them their pain, their worries, their issues is now over, and that should be a relief and quite frankly celebrated, because the only reason that we get upset about losing somebody is our loss. They're not feeling the same. They don't see it as the same because they're with us all the time anyway. So it's our personal loss. So if we got into the throes of celebrating it instead of putting it down, we would see that people, you know, they pass on for reasons. So I'm getting that as this is your energy, there is something around you that needs to come to a close. You need to go into transition over it. You are resisting it a little bit at the moment, but don't keep doing that. Allow this cycle to come to an end so a new cycle can begin. And then you've got a number 16, which broken down is a 7 options, choices and blessings. And it says exactly what I was trying to say in the other bit. I let go of limiting thoughts that are holding me back. So is it a limitation that needs to see the death of? Do you need to let that go and allow yourself to see the beauty of new beginnings instead of the scary side of new beginnings? Very nice. It's a beautiful card as well. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And you've got an eagle in there as well, which is for perspective. You've got the pyramids, which is drawing down the energy. This beauty. Do you know, that beautiful woman actually looks like somebody I worked with last year. Beautiful. So, Gemini, what started your WTF? That does not surprise me in the slightest. Not after those 2 cards. I've got a little cat here who's rubbing up against me. She wants a little bit of loving, doesn't you, Pix? So, facing your fears and taking your power back. You coming into the reading? Eh? Oh, you're purring as well. It's not like you to purr. What's going on? You okay? You okay? That's a good girl. She's 14 actually, and she lost all her fur over the bloody summer. And we kind of figured out that she was really stressed out about another cat that's no longer around. He's a good girl. So, manifestation and wish fulfillment, movement and journey. Have a movement and journey for Gemini, please. Take this bloody time, isn't it? Must be in there somewhere. That one. Oh, nice. What you can do about the situation. What's out of your hands. reconnecting to your true self, your outcome. Lovely. So the beginning of your WTF for September is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the Master Craftsman card. The Master Craftsman knows his shit. He knows what he's doing. He's got the proof in the pudding on the wall, but he continues to strive to master his art even further. He leaves the door open for opportunities. You've got the butterfly plant just outside the door, bringing luck with it. This little pigeon is coming in, bringing messages to you of things that are moving on. Now, because you are the Master Craftsman, you may feel that there is a glass ceiling that's above you, and you can't quite crack it. So you're trying to work hard, trying to work diligently, but you're also looking for those opportunities to go above that glass ceiling, which is, it's going to stand you in good stead. But let's see what the rest of the reading's got to say, because it could be this is what this is picking up on, the letting go of limiting beliefs. You can do this. You can get past that glass ceiling. So facing your fears and taking your power back. When you get the King of Pentacles coming into your reading, now this could be a partner. It could be a boss. Whoever this is, they are fair. They're male or female. They are fair, they are non-judgmental, they take time to invest and nurture people in what they're doing. But this king may indicate Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but they're very earthy in their presentation. Now, for some reason, this king has got you grabbing your blanket and telling the world to fuck off. I wonder why that is. So, if we're going to go down the lines that you've got this glass ceiling and you want to be above it, you may just be doing this to yourself. This could actually be your energy trying to break out, trying to be that king, trying to make those investments in yourself and others. But it has got you absolutely worried, emotionally upset at times. But the moon is illuminating you and it's saying, come on, use your intuition. You know better than this. You know there's a way out of this and you haven't got to hide away behind your blanket. Now, this king is not a negative king. This king comes across as the father or mother figure. This king takes time to invest in people. Perhaps it's because you're seeing a good example of that and you're concerned or worried that maybe you haven't got that skill, or perhaps you don't see yourself in them. Don't do that to yourself. Do not judge yourself by somebody else's skills, because your skills are going to be different because you're a different person. So just know that facing your fears, you have got the ability to do these investments in yourself and others. And you don't need to go running off looking for your blanket and getting all emotional. You just need to tap into your intuition about what's happening, because the Nine of Athames would offer you 9 opportunities to cut things out that no longer serve you. And when I say cut things out that no longer serve you, it is very often an attitude, a way of being, a way of comparing yourself to somebody else, and you have to stop doing that. So there's lots of different things that you can cut out to make yourself feel a lot better. Now, taking your power back is celebrating with friends, family and community. Literally, it's a celebration card. The 3, as you can see, the 3 girls are together. They're raising their glasses with each other, for each other, and they're having a jolly old time. However, there appears, with the 8 of Chalices, to be a curveball. You have seen an obstacle come your way, and instead of seeing it as a brilliant opportunity, you are seeing it as something that is an obstacle. It's in your way. It's not in your way at all. So the sun's shining, the 8 of chalices are all in the upright. You're scratching your chin. Why is there a vine across the bloody beach? It shouldn't be there. It doesn't matter. What is it that you see as the opportunity? I know what I say. Making bottles of wine and selling the vines off to local restaurants is what I say. So whatever that is for you, whatever the obstacle, the curveball that's been given to you, take another look at it. Take a look at the opportunity that it's given you. But it rides on the back of this celebration with friends, family and community. So it could be that you're kind of interpreting these celebrations as something that's getting in the way, whereas you should be opening yourself up to the celebrations, because it is going to give you the edge. It's going to give you those opportunities that you are really desiring to get sorted out. And it all goes back to the master craftsman. You know your shit. So why is it you're not using your intuition and your communication with yourself, bringing your emotions into check and seeing something for what it really is? And that is the opportunity going forward. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, and why it may be fucked, maybe a tad, but not a lot. The 6 of Wands, this is my Accolade card. You're riding really high. There's a lot of people around you that want to celebrate you, that really appreciate having you around. You know your stuff. It's also the attraction card. So as you are moving forward, accept this celebration, accept how people feel about you, because it will change your aura, it will change your inner light, and it will make you shine really brightly, which will attract new people to come towards you. Doesn't necessarily have to be lovers. It can be new friends, new acquaintances, that sort of stuff. Now, the reason I said it may be a little bit fucked, and don't forget, this is manifestation. So this is how you want people to feel about you. But I get the feeling that people do feel like this about you, because you tend to have the answer of what people ask of you. 7 of Athames. There is a temptation at the moment for you to be walking away from something. You're looking over your shoulder. There's lessons that have been learnt, but you are definitely like, do I walk away? Don't I walk away? Do I take something else? Do I do this? Do I do that? If the lesson has been learnt and you feel like you want to walk away, and the opportunity in front of you to walk away isn't as good or isn't better than what you've just left, then keep walking. Don't just settle when you're doing a manifestation. Make sure that this accolade is mirrored at the very minimum of what you're walking towards. Do not allow yourself to walk away from something that has got you in this energy to find out that this is a lesser energy. You need to keep your vibrational energy up. You need to know that you've got the abilities, you've got the know-how, how to do things. Don't allow yourself to walk away to something that is a lot worse. Keep walking. Don't accept it. Walk past it. Go to the next option. So, my lovelies, your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. Ace of Chalices has come into play. This has come out an awful lot in the last few weeks, I have to say. Now, this Ace of Chalices, here it is. The sun is shining. It's full to the brim of your wants and needs, your happiness, your joy, your opportunities, your affirmations, your manifestations, everything that you've wanted in life, you've invested into that chalice. And it's this overspill here that then nurtures our relationships. Not the whole chalice. You don't get to give the whole chalice away. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They fill a chalice up. They give it to somebody else. Somebody else spills it. They disappoint you. They walk away. And you're left feeling empty. So the idea is that you fill your chalice up, you offer out the overspill of that chalice, because by retaining your chalice, doesn't matter if somebody leaves you or not, or you leave them or whatever, you retain your happiness because you've made sure that that is in your chalice, in your cup. And that's what they're saying to do. Moving forward, don't be in such a hurry to give things away. Parts of you away that is going to end up with you getting hurt. Hold on to the things that you have built for yourself. Do you know, I was having a conversation last night with somebody about a situation. I'm not going to go into details because it is quite personal, but the conversation was this. There is no one who falls in love really quickly than a narcissist who's homeless. And I don't know why I've been told to bring that up in your reading. I have. So just be aware, be a little bit more discerning about who it is and what it is that you have around you. But know that you need to allow your emotions to flow freely. And if somebody tries to stop those emotions from flowing freely, they're not your person. They're not your person. What can you do about this situation? You've got the number one, you've got the witch. She's asking you to go back to basics and learn how to ensure your safety, how to do things safely, how to put a circle of protection around you while you're working with all of the elements. Because I get that you do work with all of the elements, earth, air, fire and water. So earth is grounding, air is thought that's in your head, water is the emotions that flow through you, and fire is that cleansing, passion and desire. So you work on all of those, which is quite a feat in itself that you're able to do that, but you're quite skilled at that. You know the times when you need to be emotional. You know the times when you need to have your thinking head on. You know the times when you need to be grounded, and you know the times of passion. And I don't mean passion as in jumping into bed with people. I mean the passion around what you do, who you are, selling yourself, selling what it is that you do. So just know they're saying make sure you are protected. Make sure that when you're working with all of these elements that you're doing it in a safe manner. So what's out of your hands, a little bit of juggling going on with the Two of Pentacles. It could be that your investments are too far apart. It could be that you've got savings all over the place and you want to bring them into one place. It could even indicate that you are on the move. And this is nothing to do with you. This is written in the stars. It's not something you can do anything about, but you are going to be juggling for a little while until you have settled. So if it is a move, you might find that money's a little bit tight for a little while until you've settled in and you've sorted out all your decorating, your bills, your carpeting, all of that. But also it could indicate that you may be looking at, can you earn some money elsewhere? Like your career, your finances, all of that. What, you know, where am I best placed to be able to get the most impact out of what I've got? You're very, very clever. You've got this little fox coming in saying, come on, you've got the best opportunity and the know-how how to do this, but the universe is helping bring you back into balance. And the reason they've given you the Two of Pentacles and not any other two is that they want you to put both feet firmly on the ground. And they do want you to see that you have got the ability to make this money. You have got the ability to make this career. You have got the ability to move where you need to move to. All of that sort of stuff. Just know it's going to work out. The universe has got your back over this. It may feel like you're juggling at the moment. It may give you some heartbeat skips. It may make you feel a little bit like collywobble for a little while. But in the end, the universe is clearly saying this is the best move for you. Juggling or not, it is the best move for you. That's very nice, isn't it? Oh. reconnecting to your true self. And Four of Wands is coming in. Now, this is a celebration. It's twofold. It could be a personal celebration, a party, an engagement, a wedding, an anniversary. It could be a professional celebration where you have bought in the goods, you've bought in the product, you've bought in the harvest, you've made a product for it, it's selling good, it's all of that, but it's a celebration of how well things are going. And you know, I do get that you do like the celebrations with friends, you do like the celebrations with your colleagues, to make sure that everybody feels that they've taken a part in what it is that is being achieved here. So it's an either or with the Four of Wands, but it's definitely you're feeling that celebration in your heart, body and soul. Your soul, your mind, your heart, everything. You're feeling it everywhere. You're very happy at the moment. And this is how you're going to reconnect to your true self, is to be honest about this. Be honest. And then for some reason, you've got the Green Man right behind this. And it's saying, take a leap of faith. Whatever it is you've been thinking about recently, take a leap of faith. Whether it's personal, whether it's professional, there is something that you are like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? Am I going to get my fingers burnt? What's going on here? All of that. They're saying, just do what Geminis do best. Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Is you got two sides. You got the one side saying, no, don't go there. And you got the other side, don't be bloody ridiculous. Of course you can go there. Whatever this is for you, just know you're never going to know that you shouldn't go there unless you go there. Did that make any sense? So, my loves, Page of Pentacles. This is my apprenticeship card. You've got a well-equipped toolkit on the walls, but this little page is here to tell you there's an extra bit of magic that you can add to make those opportunities come through those doors fully. It could be an informal learning, it could be a formal learning, it doesn't matter what it is, but they are saying please go ahead and do this because it is going to give you the edge at the end of the day. So what's hidden from you, you've got the she comes in, she's a 5, so she's transitional, she could be a witch or a fairy depending on the folklore, and she's got this beautiful kitchen that she goes to do all of her magic stuff. And you have got that kitchen. It's not a physical kitchen, it's a kitchen in your head. See, your kitchen is going to be everything that you know that is quite magical for you. And you make it work. You make it work. You allow people to come in to add extra bits of magic. You have got rosemary for remembrance. You've got lavender for protection. There's loads of things going on. The thing that I think that they're trying to say to you is when you light a candle, it is for intention. So just know that if you have got an intention of doing something, you really do need to be quite ready and prepared to do that from the middle of September onwards. Okay, so let's ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge, wisdom and guidance for Gemini. Thank you. For September, please. I was doing Virgo's reading yesterday and I was shuffling and this whole pile just fell out, clear out of the middle. I was like, okay, thank you very much. Is that it for Gemini? Just one? Oh, I just, say, it's because I asked. Thank you. You have got Stag, trust and thrive. That is, trust yourself and your intuition and you will thrive in any situation. Stags are highly spiritual. So just know that you are being protected from the other side. But if you trust your intuition, you will thrive. Medicine Mother, honour your inner knowing. They're telling you twice. Your intuition is second to none. Stargazer, yes, see, it's going back to the beginning again. Stop self-limiting. Set your sights higher. You can get through that glass ceiling, darling. Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Like I was saying with this card, allow your emotions to flow. And if people are saying to you, don't, they're not the people you should have around you. Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. Now, the Earth Mother just doesn't bring in love and comfort. She brings in abundance. She brings in that earth magic feeling. So just know when you're feeling loved and comforted, that when you are grounding yourself and you're feeling that energy coming up from the earth, it is really important for air signs to do that, because we always fly around like, I don't know, what do we fly around like? I'm not going to say like an eagle, because they tend to soar and very open to seeing what's beneath them, but we tend to like, oh, we fly around on the wing, don't we? We're so up in our heads and up in the air all the time. So yeah, so grounding yourself for an air sign is really massively important. Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. So if you're feeling very defensive at the moment, I'm getting the feeling that this might be connected with this leap of faith. Don't feel defensive. There's no reason for it. Drop your shields. Open your heart space up. Allow that emotion to flow freely. Allow your heart space to accept in something that's really positive in your life. White Witch. Be the light. Do not cloud your judgment about something. Use your wisdom, which is the owl, and allow yourself to shine brightly, because you have got what it takes, Gemini. Now, wherever you are in the world, my darlings, I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. Please be safe, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now.